Hi, beautiful people. Welcome back. Social media is hot today. There is so much happening in social media. Hopefully, I could get to cover it all and get it to you. So, first things first, we're about to view, tonight is Friday. We're about to view the second part of the reunion for Belle Collective. And if you remember, last week on Bell Collective, we had where Marie was put in a position to have to defend herself and the business. We've had it all season where Marie did not want to actually film with Latrice because she says she's been put in a position to have to defend her building and there's business and there's lies that have been told on her and her business, and she's just over it. So where we are today now is Marie did an interview on Carlos's King Reality with the King podcast, and she also did one with DJ Richie Sky here on YouTube. I know you all know about DJ Richie Sky on YouTube. And one thing that I saw kept I listened to Carlos's podcast and I also watched Richie's interview, and there's two things that Marie spoke about on both of them, which I know she's serious about because she keeps talking about it. She also made a post on her Instagram page regarding the lies that Latrice is bringing about her business, and Latrice says that it was not her. She says she didn't bring the lies. We also know that there was a part that was cut out of filming. Marie is letting us know that on the season finale, when so Gucci was doing her billboard reveal, that Latrice asked Marie to have a talk. She wanted to have a conversation. She pulled out a document. She brought the document to Marie and told Marie, like, this is not me. This was presented to me, and I'm just letting you know what was said. I'm just trying to make, clear the air that it wasn't me. So she's saying that OWN Network and Kingdom Reign cut that portion out, and it was necessary for it to be seen so that they could squash this and put this to bed, because this is really messing with her livelihood. She says she's lost clients because of it, but at the same time she's gained more. And she made a post on her Instagram page to let us know exactly what was going on, and she spoke about it in the interview as well, in both interviews as well. So I'm gonna read what she posted on her Instagram, and then we're gonna get back into talking about what she spoke to Carlos King about and also DJ Richie Sky. So on her Instagram page, she put where she received a contract. It says there's some redacted parts of it, and it says U.S. District of Mississippi Award to you. It says, good afternoon, the United States whatever office of the, and that's crossed out, District of Mississippi is pleased to inform you that you have been selected to provide treatment services for federal, and the rest is blocked up because certain things you can't put out there in response to period, and I believe that's a date that's redacted, and that not redacted but just crossed out, and then it says this agreement is for the, and she didn't put the rest of the documents. Then underneath that post she writes, this is a testimony, another federal contract, but I'm a fraud, exclamation mark, and laughing emoji. All jokes aside, y'all but for real. It says all jokes aside, y'all but for real. I better be for real, I believe she was trying to say. But when you type in, your fingers are going fast. That's what happened. Then it continues and says, let me brag on God, exclamation point. When you are covered, there is absolutely nothing no one can do about it. Sometimes you have to sit back and let God fight your battles for you. When God is in control, your enemies roar loud, drowning in envy and jealousy. It doesn't matter what they say. When God says yes, no one can say no. The people who work in government know that a company can't be a fraud and continuously get federal contracts. You would be in prison and shut down, in caps, for good. It makes zero sense. Then she goes on, says, I am very disappointed in Kingdom Reign Entertainment and Carlos King at OWN TV and OWN Keep It Real. did not do their due diligence to check the validity of that bogus document before airing that erroneous document on national TV. Negative publicity regarding criminal activity on someone's business without verified evidence should never be publicized and is never okay. Some of those words are in caps. I had a federal contract pending Friday when the reunion aired that bogus fraud investigation document. But look at God. I was covered. I was awarded the contract within the federal government the very next day. Right after the season, after Reunion Part 1 aired, she was awarded a federal contract. Then she goes on to say, the enemy tried to block and stopped it and failed. When God is for you, who can be against you? I'm for sharing my real, authentic life. I have given my all, the good, the bad, and the ugly of my life. If an investigation happened, Essie and I would be more than happy to share that experience. It's story. Unfortunately, to Essie's and I knowledge, it never existed. We are still in business and our operations never stopped in the 15 years our healthcare business has been established. It sickens me that as Black entrepreneurs, we can't be winning legitimately. We are our own worst enemy. Ain't that the truth? A bad review someone make of my business doesn't warrant me trying to send me to prison or defame their character. It's not that deep. That's called evil. Falsely accusing someone of a crime that could affect a person's livelihood and making an attack on children should have 0% tolerance policy across all unscripted reality TV networks. Ooh, that, and then she writes, hashtag Belle Collective, hashtag at, I'm guessing this is at Essie's Instagram handle. And that's Marie's statement. And I agree. She is right. According to Latrice, Marie was trying to come for her business. And she said, that's not it. She was giving her a storyline. And these are federal contracts that you're messing with, according to Marie. Well, we know that they're federal because to work in the healthcare industry, mental health facility, that's all federal. And for the storyline to be pushing, you know, we really didn't need to sit on that. Look at how many things Marie had going on in her life. She showed us what was going on with her mom. She opened to us what's going on with her son and the problems she was having with them, the fact that she has to raise her grandchildren. She showed us what was going on in her marriage. She showed us so much. Honestly, in my opinion, Marie has the most storylines going on this show. The other ladies are just trying to come into their own, in my opinion. Well, except for Latrice. She has her business. And I would think Latrice would have been focusing on that more as far as helping other people start their own hair industry or own wholesale distributing hair company, because it is a multi-billion-dollar business. So for them to keep harping on this with Marie and the federal contracts and the fact that Marie is saying that Latrice is the one who put it out there, and she won't take responsibility, that, you know, it's really getting to her. So with that, now we had some people in the comments, you know, writing in the comments and whatever. So let's read a couple of those comments. So someone says, congratulations and keep shining. What I'm finding is people don't watch shows if it's no drama. So with that being said, you may have to find or pray on whether the show can really benefit you. If it can damage your real career, take a step back and be a guest appearance friend every now and again. You have too much to lose. Okay, another person writes, congratulations. I hate that you had to post this information, but I'm glad you're vindicated. Couple more. Another one says, always remember, when they're planning, God is smiling. Maybe one day they will learn God never said weapons won't be formed. He never said weapons won't be formed. He said they won't prosper. Congratulations. Last one. God will always have your back. It kills me how devil keep trying to tear down your empire, but God always come back with a win. Hashtag blessed and highly favored. Keep winning, queen. And there's a crown and 3 heart emojis. So those are a few of the comments people left in the comment section of this post. But then I told you that Marie did an interview with Carlos King on his Reality with the King podcast. And she also did an interview with DJ Richie Sky on YouTube. And she did most of the talking, and I'm glad she did. So in a nutshell, Marie says, she really has to, like that person left in the comments, she really has to weigh her options to see if this show really benefited her. I believe she wanted to take a step back, or she never really wanted to come on it initially. But Carlos had a conversation with her and, convinced her to do the show. And now she is reconsidering. We know that they have been picked up for season 3. So there is a season 3 happening with this show. But Marie is really considering if she wants to come back. She said there's so many things happening in her life. Like she says, she showed her authentic self. There's so much happening in her life that if they keep harping on the storyline, that she knows that she might have to step back, because she says the fact that if they keep putting her with Letitia to film, she's going to lose it. She's going to lose her temper. It's going to get physical, and she doesn't want it to go there, because the reason of her coming onto the show initially is to help people, which we see that she's doing. And, the fact that they're featuring her business in this negative light, it's not good. It's not good for her business. It's not good for her family. It's not good for the people around who actually work with her. She says she is the executive. She is the executive to make sure that everything falls into place. And she has a lot of people working under her. She has the mental health associates. She has nurse practitioners. She have different people working under her. And for them to be featuring her business in this negative light, it's not good for the business. And in the long run, it won't be worth it to film with the reality shows. So she's thinking, I believe she actually told Richie Sky that she's really considering if she's going to come back for season 3. She might just walk away based on the fact that OWN network, or not OWN network in general, but any network that, being that it's reality TV, have not put things in place to make sure that when these scenes are happening, or when these stories are happening, that the information that comes forward is not affecting people's children and affecting their authentic businesses. We do have, where we see some of the reality shows where these ladies come onto the show, and as soon as they come on the show, that's when they start promoting whatever they're working on. But the difference is with Marie now, and none of them that we know have been ever, any show that I've watched, have worked with the federal government. But with Marie now, she coming with an established business that is working with federal government. And she's like, you don't want that attention on your business, especially when it's not true. Like, who wants to see their business reflected in a negative light? Yes, I agree with, I see where Latrice is coming from. Where in season 1, when Marie made the comment about the hair, if this is what you're selling, this is trash. Yes, that could have taken her business down a notch. But I guess Latrice figured, okay, we're going to go toe to toe. Therefore, this is what I'm going to be saying about your business. And it just took on a life of its own. So Marie is here to dispel the rumors that she was being investigated, even though Latrice pulled out that paper on the reunion. And Marie addressed it as well on the podcast and on the YouTube channel. She said that on the paper, it said that she was being investigated for $16 million fraud. And she said in that year, she did not even make that much money. She didn't even make that much money, and that those documents are all fraudulent. So that's where Marie stands with Belle Collective at this moment. She said she's reconsidering coming back for season 3. And if she does come back for season 3, She does not want to film with Latrice. She does not want to have a conversation with Latrice. And they must not bring up her, do not feature her business in a negative light. If we're going to talk about the business, let's talk about how many people that we've helped, how many franchises we're opening from this business, and so on and so forth. But do not feature my business in a negative light. So they need to call a truce in order for those two to move forward, because majority of these reality shows, that's what they do. They come on, they talk about their lives, and they talk about their business. But Marie is not here for the drama. She's had enough of it. If there's going to be drama, let it be about something else, not about her livelihood. So that is what's going on in social media with Marie from Belle Collective. And we have part 2 of the reunion airing tonight, where we're going to have Carlos reveal the DNA test. I've never seen nothing like that. Besides Maury, on a reality show, you're going to reveal the DNA test of your husband who cheated on you and supposedly had a child outside. So let's see what happened tonight when we watch it, and then we'll come back and talk about it. I did not do a review of the reunion part 1. I figured I'd just watch the entire thing and just do one big reunion. I don't think it wasn't warranted to do a review on part 1, because the major thing that happened in part 1 was them getting to lead up to the fact about the baby, about the DNA test. So that's why I didn't do a review. So when second part is tonight, within a couple of days, I'll have up my review regarding Belle Collective, and then we can move on to Real Housewives of Potomac. We're doing Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We're doing also Love and Marriage Huntsville. So there's a lot of other reality shows going on that I'm covering. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel. If you're watching / listening to this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like this video, share the video, leave a comment if you wish. And if you're listening to this on my podcast, make sure that you subscribe to this podcast, download the podcast. And until next time, be sure to take care of yourselves and your families. Bye-bye.